How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. I am doing okay. Yeah, let's get into this. I forgot where I was, but we'll figure it out. Game seems to be dragging on. Ready for a new, different kind of thing here, I think. But we must beat the game before we can move on to the next. Turn on our overlays. I'm not too worried about the happiness one because I know it's gonna be good. Everything's okay. Main thing I'm worried about is like repairs. So we're doing our first snowmobile. See here. We fired that one guy, right? Did we? So we got 2 metal guys, 1 wood guy, no plastic guy, but we don't need a plastic guy, and then 2 in charge of the shipping. Okay. But we only have 1 little worker. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I was talking about wanting to have 2 factories going. One to do, you know, labor tasks for the market, and then one to do tasks for clients. And then that way we could still make money, plus we could do our specialization stuff, you know. We do have enough money to get that going. That's not the problem. The problem now is just getting the gumption to actually do it. Like a step one factory just to be just on that. But see, the thing that I'm worried about is they won't separate like that. That what they'll do is instead they'll go from this factory to this factory to that factory to that factory, and they'll go back and forth rather than to stay in designated areas, because you can't say, okay, you work at this station, you work at this station. As far as I know, let's take a look at a thing here and see. I don't think you can designate who does what. You know, yeah, I don't think you can designate who works where. I wish you could. That would make things a lot easier for me. Huh. They're gonna run out of room on where to put the body for the car or the snowmobile, and they're gonna have to stop work because they won't have nowhere to put it. But they got all this down here that they'll completely forget about. Yeah, see, that's the only problem with doing 2 factories is that you'll have guys trying to work different areas, and 2 different areas instead of working the area that they're designated to work at, you know? What the heck do you want, dude? You're wanting me to make plastic flamingos. No, not doing it. I think that we are going to be making, I really don't like hover machines, but it's the only plan that I have for this guy here, for the client here. See, and he's only level 1, and we really need to get that client done. We really need it working. So, yeah, I think we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to order it. I don't want to, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't want to do it because I don't like the hover machines. They're a pain in the butt. Just being honest, you know, mainly because of all the they're a pain in the butt because of the motors, these things here, the little blowers or whatever you call it, to keep them, you know, keep them up. We'll do that. See, this says 4 hours to do that, and then if you look at it, what it says 4, so it's 4 hours per one. Holy cow! It is 56 hours, so 2.5 days to do this. Man, okay, whatever, do it. Yeah, I just don't like the way that they have to do. There's many different things, like there's many different parts that can be going, but they don't do it like that. They do one part at a time. Like, say for instance, this here is the motors. They could be doing these motors, but they won't do these motors until the board is done. And it's like, what is the point of the thing? You know, what is the point of having a factory with multiple areas and multiple workers if all you're gonna do is work at one part at a time? There's got to be something I'm missing, right? At least that's what I keep thinking. The only thing I can think of is like mass production, but that's mass employment. I don't, you know, all our salaries are decreased. Recruitment costs decreased by 50%. That would be cool. Worker specialization, upgrade costs, specialization salaries go down. Hey, that could be a thing. Yeah, that could be a thing. What's this? Market manipulation. Internship I'm not doing. Employee cap I'm not doing. Let's go into this and we'll do this. There. Cause now our employees, I wish there was a way that we could look at them. Okay, there is. So he's making wow, he was making 200 gold a day. Holy cow. Yeah, cause see, these guys here, This guy makes more than they do now. That's funny. We're gonna have to work on getting this now so that the recruitment cost guys are not making as much money. That's I don't know that that's quite fair. I want to upgrade that guy. Let's upgrade this guy. We'll upgrade him so he won't cost as much money. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay, so yeah, let's upgrade him to wood. There you go, buddy. You just got a better job that pays less. How do you feel? Oh my god. Could you imagine doing that though? Wow. What a deal. I got a promotion at the plant today. Yeah, I make less money. Aren't you proud of me, honey? Oh, that's good stuff. That is good stuff right there. That is like the best thing ever. Oh, wow. Okay, so they are working down here and working up here. So wait a second. Let me look at this. I've got 2 metal workers, I've got 2 woodworkers, and I've got 2 shippers, right? And then I've got 4 of these ding dongs. They seem to be actually working better now. What? I think I need 2 more metal workers though, with as much metal as what we do. You know? Oh god, brain slugs. If you don't take care of the brain slugs right away, what ends up happening is all these things drop on the floor and they start slipping on them. No, not him. Not him? I could have sworn he had green stuff around him. Slow it down, cause see, before you could tell because they had this little like bubble on the side of their head. You know? Yeah, like that right there. There we go. You have to get it when when it's getting ready to explode, otherwise you won't never see it. Only problem. But that's alright. Where are we as far as the leaderboard? We're at 11. We need to make almost 500,000 and 217 in profit. Ouch, man. I just don't know how to do that. I guess we're just gonna have to start doing more stuff. I don't know. I'm just trying to get that one. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing this. There's no way I can do that. I want to do that really bad, but there's no way I can do this. It's only 3 days. And the plan is horrendous. It's 11 hours. 11 hours per bot. Okay, it's 11 hours per bot, and he wants 18 of them. There's no way to do that. Not with my factory. Not with my factory. Yeah, like I say, you cannot make a big if you make great big rooms, like say for instance I connect this room and this room here, they won't like that at all. They'll hate it, and it'll it'll drive down productivity really bad. So we don't want to do that. But at the same time, it's like I want to be able to be efficient, right? Have everything, have all my eggs in one area kind of thing. But even though you're not supposed to have all your eggs in one basket, that's what I like to do. And because I don't think hiring employees is going to help. I really don't think hiring employees is going to help much. Statistics. No, I'm busy. Go away. Let's see. Operation productivity. Average operation efficiency is 100%. Worker obstruction is negative 15. That's pretty good. I think, yeah. So they're not having to move through material. In other words, that's what they're doing. But is this just for this project? Doesn't it seems like they were? I wish I had a way of looking up better statistics. Inventory. We've only got 10 workers, and each one of them costs 112 gold a day, right? No, isn't salary a month? All right, we've got to start making some money here. I mean real money, not that money, but real money. I really want to do this, but I know there's no way to do that. So we're just going to keep on making these things until he gives us something different. I know it's a boring process, y'all, but we'll get it. I do want to look into expanding our work environment to these two here and buying them out, and then possibly buying this one here. But because this one here is a really big property. But again, yeah, I don't see where I'm gonna be able to do it. I've got to come up with a plan in my head for making this area worth buying. Because like I said, right now, I mean, yeah, I'm thinking kind of narrow by only limiting myself to this little factory and these little rooms. But that's really all you really need. I mean, it's not like we need five rooms, or a room that has nothing but these, or a room that's nothing but these. You know what I mean? It's not like we need that. So I just can't justify it. I will definitely have to come up with a plan over the next few days and figure out what to do and how to go about increase. Because see, I've got a whole room here that's just empty. It has nothing in it. And I mean, because I've got a room that's dedicated just for extruding metal. You know? I got a room here that's dedicated to nothing but extruding metal. So, and smelting metals. So, yeah. And then, yeah, I've got for putting metals together, things like that. Actually, this here, the welding machines, they're kind of like an assembly station. I almost want to put all my assembly in one area so they're not doing stuff up here, but you... What? A barren workplace? What? Oh, he talking because I got this room. There's nothing here. Nothing in it. But yeah, I'm sitting here thinking to myself that, I got all this room for this wood, but we don't do that much woodwork. And then these two here are assembly machines. But again, okay, this is what I should do. This is what I should do. I should take all my rooms that work, boom, like that, like all these rooms that actually do something, like take all this stuff here, move it down here into this area, right? Because let's face it, this is a final product thing anyway, because it gets painted and all that stuff and glued together. So if we took all this stuff and moved it down here and then had assembly or welding right across from the metal and then assembly and then another assembly like that, we could, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down and devise a plan and see about coming up with something to make it work and to make it work better. Because right now I'm just grinding and I don't like grinding. You know, it's like we're stuck in a rut. The one thing we do have issues with is wheels, right? These here. Um, that's one thing we do have issues with. Because if we look at let's look at the current plan on this for a second. Okay. 60 parts to be welded together. Because they have to have the jet welded into the intake, right? They have to be welded all together, right? Huh. Yeah, I don't see anything. I mean, the only other thing I could think to do is have 4 of each machine, like I do the smelters. Have 4 of each machine, and then have 4 metal workers. I mean, we could try that because that would definitely make it go faster. Because there's 4 people doing, you know, one thing. But again, right now we're making good profit off of this. That, I mean, we're making profit, but we're not making that much money off of it. Is what I'm trying to get at. but they take forever to do. Here, let's turn it, get it turned in, and see where he's at. So see, he's almost a level 2, right? There he goes. He's level 2 now. All right, let's check him out. See what new thingy he's got. Nothing. All right, let's do a normal. See, I don't really like the snowmobiles. They can make good money, but man, they take forever to get done. The barbecue grills, they're not too good on money either. Man. Almost want to make desk. Or cabinets. Do cabinets. Okay, let's do some cabinets. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking let's do some cabinets. 1,600 or 1,700 per. I don't see anything better except for robots. And robots take forever to do. But then so do the snowmobiles. Right? And they take up so much room. But they do make really good money. So, and the cabinets take up a lot of space because you got each drawer that has to be done. Let me look at it. Yeah, you got each drawer that's being made. We can try it. We can try making them. Let's try it. Okay, let's put this plan into action. All right. Gonna make some cabinets. We're gonna see what we can do. See what we can, come up with. 200% efficient. Can't beat that with a stick. And then back over here. See, the wood problem is the problem. Because of these two machines. Oops. So the two machines that I have that are doing it, right? And then have that guy assemble it, and then this guy will have the final assembly down here and execute. And then we'll fix this, and we'll fix this, and then we'll take this one, and we're gonna say, okay, this thing right here is gonna get split. And then we're going to take this and we're going to stick it over here. That way this is doing 25. This one's doing 25. And we're good to go. Now see, I've got all these assemblers, right? So that's what I just decided just now in my head that the best course of action for this is going to be to hire 2 more guys and make them assemblers. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay. This guy here, we got to wait until we're gonna eat some money for a minute, but as soon as he gets a star built up on him, we'll be able to promote him to an assembler. But we're gonna eat money for a little while. They're going to eat some money. They're going to eat some money. But we will find out what happens next time, folks. I want to thank everybody for stopping in today, checking me out, giving me a little look-see. Remember, if you do like the content, hit the like button. comment down below any questions, comments, concerns. And as always, the big red subscribe button is nothing but a follow button. If you could help me get to 100, that's my short-term goal. That'd be great. I appreciate your time, appreciate your effort. Get you out of here. Be good to each other. Be good neighbors. I'll check you guys out, or check me back out again next time. Have a good day, everybody.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of a funky rhythm that's shaking the ground. My neighbor's got a groove that just won't quit. Gonna join the party cause I can't resist. He's got the funk in his soul, it's in his DNA. His bassline's bumping and his guitar's here to stay. Every night